I fed up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do, what I do, what I do right now. What I do, what I do, what I do right now. For you, for you, with you.
Show me an opening in the clouds, and I'll take it, yeah. Reminding myself to just let go. Don't wonder how far I can fall. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out. Oh, 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 oh. Shooting through the clouds, I know it's alright, it's alright. Heavens are the limit now. Let's fly just one more night, one more night. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out. Oh, oh,
We're stuck in your car on a Friday night. And we laugh at stuff we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate. And all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? something. Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts? Yeah, 'cause I'm so sick of this friend zone. Differently. Whatever it is, it just feels so real. And your eyes keep on talking in the silence, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing now, yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping you are getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. And that I'm sick of this friend zone. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone.
They can try, but can't do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for holding on for life, feeding the high, chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get off you. Day to day you wanna stay out, you're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for feeling the high, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night.
You call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life. I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it. I can't help you now, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up, take a X, and now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no sex. They say, Don, it's why you sad. I said, I just need to think. Red tape, got too close, I hate the city. Black face, show you everything you need till you fornicate it bad. Someone said it, you sad. Cause I used to want it bad. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you too many times, yeah. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you. I know it's in my head. Follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. We are officially underway here for ChocoCheck versus Verum. Nice, cozy little upper bracket quarterfinal with a couple of balanced teams here. Verum leaning towards B ramp early here. Not making the full B commit yet, though. Some utility being used towards the B side here. Carson +2. There's a fourth in Cheetah as well. Jazz Pittman Tropical able to get those initial stops with the USPs. Pendulum and Chu do trade out. Jazz Pimp able to get 2 more with the USP there in Cave. Both headshots. It's only Pendulum remaining. Nice little one tap, but not able to pull off the Iron Man 1v2 situation he was left in there. CJ gonna finish him off, and ChocoCheck will indeed secure pistol round here on Ancient. This series definitely has the potential to go 3 maps. I'm actually interested to see if one of these teams can get a superior leg up on each other. Ajax with the Tech 9 gets things started for the T side. Finds Exotic there near the B side. Carson and Jazz Pimp still able to use those silenced M4s to their full effect outside Cheetah. Carson helping out as well. He's going to get 2 there at the B ramp. Mills falls in the final seconds of the round, and ChocoCheck now leading 2-0 here on map 1. But yeah, as mentioned, I really like this matchup. Not that I have any bias one way or the other between these two, but got my cup of coffee here, ready to go. Chilling in the office chair. Couple snacks here at my side. Carson getting aggressive outside Cheetah already, peering into mid. Pendulum down. Exotic getting aggressive as well from A main. Finds 2 with the FAMAS. Ajax is able to trade out. CJ still holding his ground there on the A sides. And Verum not quite able to get anything going yet, but they will land on a full buy round now. 5 AKs going to be used here on the terrorist side. Ajax opening things up at mid does find 1. CJ getting some revenge on his teammate. It was way behind him. Scotty-O down. Jazz Pimp continuing to guard mid. Bomb is actually still down in mid here. Carson able to get 1 as he rotates out of CT spawn, but he's only got 6 HP to work with. Carson pushing out of Donuts, sees Chu at mid, but not much he can do there with no health remaining. Verum officially getting their first round on the board here as we head into round 5. ChocoCheck does afford a primarily full rifle buy here, although Jazz Pimp is going to have to settle for the Desert Eagle. Contact already being made at mid. Both teams getting aggressive, but it's going to be Carson coming out on top with that initial A1S headshot. Scotty-O falling early again, back-to-back rounds. Pendulum and Chu still at Cubby here in mid. Exotic taking a few steps back towards the A site there. Does connect on the shot at mid. Nice little op headshot onto Chu. Carson switching out to his sidearm there. right outside of Cheetah. Does get one. Excuse me, outside of Donut. I thought Carson had pushed a little bit further there according to the minimap, but he didn't. ChocoCheck. A one-man advantage here. Ajax looked like he was maybe going to open things up at the B side after that last pick, but Carson still on the prowl here from mid. Finds Mills lurking right outside of Cheetah. That almost looked like a spam, but it wasn't. Jazz Pimp will find Ajax trying to take the B site there in the final seconds of the round. It's going to be ChocoCheck increasing their lead to 3 rounds once again, and Verum not going to be able to afford a proper rifle buy this round. It's going to be only Pendulum on the AK-47, 3 Tech 9s being bought, Mills on the P250. In some matches last month, we did see Verum have some very impressive semi-buys and force buys, so don't write them off here with Tech 9s. Pendulum leading the way onto the B-side, Tropical down. Bomb not being planted yet. Chu extinguishing that Molotov on default. He will get the bomb down without any further contest, even though Exotic was right behind him after running out of cave. And Chu on the collateral through the smoke. That bullet flying through Jazz Pimp's abdomen right into CJ. And Verum securing a second round, lighting up corpses post-plant there. Man. Whew. All right, boys, we're off to a good match so far. We've already seen an op-clat through a smoke close range, and we're only 7 rounds into the series. Verum taking control of mid early here. CJ on boost rock outside. A main Ajax almost looks away as if CJ had blended into the wall, but able to react just in time for the headshot. But there's a miscommunication at the A side. Pendulum walking in front of Mills right as he fires. Team kill headshot landed. A couple trades going out in the site directly after that, including a couple nice long-range kills from ChocoCheck at a CT spawn. Leaves us in a 2-on-2 situation. Bomb was planted in the midst of that chaos. Tropical still looking to retake site, but Ajax and Chu watching all the angles, able to get the final 2 kills of the round there. And Verum only trailing by a single round now. Carson getting aggressive with his teammates here, essentially on a full save. Finds that USP headshot at mid. Verum gonna go ahead and rotate over towards Ruin and B ramp. That's all 5 ChocoCheck members coming B lane. Ajax able to get the first. Chu stepping in to help him out there with the AK-47. Finds another headshot. Mills stepping into cave. Finds Jazz Pimp rotating out of Cheetah. Bomb will be planted at the B site, and barring some sort of server tragedy, this should be a 4th round secured for Verum. Carson looking to save this AK-47. He's going to have to be careful about this late contact here as Chu is creeping closer to mid from Cheetah. Chu now peering down into mid. He did see CJ before CJ crept around that T spawn corner. Ajax makes his way down ruins towards T spawn, almost catches a CT there from long range at the end of the round, but not quite able to get the visuals, and things are officially tied up now after that C4 detonation. So Scottio not really able to get things rolling yet on the T side with just a single kill, but his teammates really finding their chemistry here the past few rounds. Not that kills mean everything. It's still early in the game here, but Scottio gonna fall again. Him and his teammate on that entry to the A side. Ajax and Mills go ahead and clear the site though. Ajax will fall. Chew still alive. He'll trade out onto Carson. Tropical rotating in from Donut. Chew taking just a hair of Molotov damage. And that's going to lead to an A4 headshot right after that by Tropical. And ChocoCheck back in the lead by 1. And it looks like a timeout has been taken by ChocoCheck. Or excuse me, not by ChocoCheck. For some reason, this timeout's not showing up in the logs, so hopefully there's not any server issues going on here. Live play will be resuming, so it looks like whether that was a TAC or tech timeout, everything's good to go now. Might have been Verum just talking things over. Looks like they are committing to a B rush early. They're going to be stopped by that Molotov. Top B ramp, Pendulum Steer peering into the side. Jazz Pimp down at the back of B near lanes. We're left in a 4-on-4 situation after that defensive trade goes out. Exotic holding far lane. He's got a teammate in Cave. Verum still not making a full commit to B yet, but they haven't rotated out towards mid. Less than a minute on the clock. Molotov being used at the B side. Verum, looks like they're thinking about the commit, but Carson already pushing through mid. Peers down outside of Cheetah towards B ramp. Able to get 1. Does some damage onto Mills as well. Mills tagged all the way down to less than half HP. Still a one-man advantage here for ChocoCheck. Ajax already with some bold positioning here at the beginning of the B side. Already passing the top of ramp here. Contact surely about to be made. Tropical still in Cubby. Exotic still at far lane. Ajax checking his angles, able to hit the headshot. Exotic far lane, but turns away right before Tropical peeks out of Cubby. I almost thought he saw him, but apparently the peek wasn't made yet. There's going to be no time to plant as Ajax makes the peek from behind default, immediately traded out by Carson. There was no time remaining regardless. And ChocoCheck once again in the lead by 2 rounds here on map 1. Verum pushing towards B ramp early. Jazz Pimp holding things down from the B site though. Able to get 2 with the A1S. Verum still forcing their way onto the side. Tropical, though, able to peek out Cave there. Stops Chew. Verum left in a 2v3. Bomb not planted yet. Scottio now going for the plant. He got tagged down to 38 HP just seconds before that. Scottio on the peak close lane. Connects on the AK-47 headshot. Carson down. We're left in a 2-on-2 situation. Scottio still working things with only 12 HP, but Exotic from close lane picks off both Pendulum and Scottio with the A1S. More than enough time to defuse, and ChocoCheck increasing their lead to 3 rounds once again. Verum will be on a full buy now. 4 AKs. Mills having to settle for a Galil. Verum making their way towards A main early. This might be a full-out A rush. Pendulum leading the way. It's a full A rush commit. They're already out into the site. Smokes are down. ChocoCheck has been forced back into CT spawn as they decide to not hold their initial ground there. They've got 3 players in Donut. What is happening here? Smoke is still down, blocking off visual contact from Donut. Pendulum watching the flank there via CT spawn does find Jazz Pimp in his crosshairs. Gets tagged down low. He will get finished off. Pair of trades going out after that. Tropical still making his way in from Donut. Him and Exotic, the last players left alive for the CT side, but Ajax and Shu able to make quick work of them as they try to rotate into the site from both Donut and Spawn. And Verum securing a 5th round for themselves. So they're not going to let ChocoCheck just run away with things here in the first half. Verum still keeping things close here, and ChocoCheck not with enough money for a full buy. It's going to be 5 deals here on the CT side. Carson pushing A main, does hit the deagle headshot onto Ajax. Pendulum right there for the immediate trade. Pendulum still leading the way onto the A site. Finds another pick through the smoke partially. Exotic down. Another pair of trades going out at the A site. Chu watching flank there at mid as Tropical tries to creep out from Cheetah towards mid. He will connect on that AK-47 pick. And Jazz Pimp with nearly no health remaining there at mid boxes will be finished off by Verum, and Verum has indeed cut that lead of ChocoCheck's down to a single round. And it looks like another timeout has been taken. Once again, these timeouts not appearing in my logs here for some reason. So, looks like this still was just a normal tactical timeout though. So it looks like there are no tech issues on the horizon, at least yet. Live play resuming. Verum still trailing by 1 as we head into round 14 here on map 1. ChocoCheck stacking all 5 players at the A site. Exotic and Jazz Pimp, the only players buying this round on the CT side, each with a deagle. Verum realizing B is clear. They are going to flood the site and go for the plant here. ChocoCheck on the rotation from CT spawn. All 5 ChocoCheck players heading towards back lanes. Scottio might be able to line up quite a multi-kill here. He does get 1, but traded out immediately by Exotic. Pendulum able to find Tropical there near default. Exotic trades out again, and it's all up to Exotic to clutch this 1v2. AK-47 in hand, fakes the defuse, narrowly misses the kill onto Mills. It looked like more of those shots should have hit, but Mills gonna survive that one with around 70 HP. Mills buying up an AWP now as he drops an AK for a teammate. And we're all tied up at 7 apiece as we head into the final round of the first half. Smokes down at mid. Exotic dropping another defensive smoke here at mid stairs. Verum deciding to push the B site with about 1:05 on the clock here. It looks like this is a full B commit. Bomb already flooding the site. No kills going out yet, surprisingly. Tropical with a late peek there from Cave will succumb to Pendulum's AK-47 accuracy once more. Scadio and Pendulum still guarding the site here. Jazz Pimp rotating in from Cave does find one. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Fake defuse going out. Exotic does connect on that off peak onto B ramp. It's only Mills remaining. AWP in hand. He hears the defuse. Here's the Molotov damage. Mills creeping towards the side does kill the diffuser, and there's no time left to defuse even if they did have a kit. Bomb will officially detonate. What a round there. We'll be headed into the second half with Verum leading by 1 in just a few minutes here. Don't go anywhere.
Forever hold, no matter if we cast away, a fire in the dark. I know that you love me when I will again.
Yeah. Ay, push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard, yeah. I'm killing your favorite rapper with minimum effort. Yeah, your corpse getting severed. The industry dry as a desert. Do whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better. Straight double use, that's my ladder. Don't got no snakes, only ladders, ayy. They tryna figure out what's on our plate. Infinity sideways, we already ate. Skipping this basic, skipping this classes. Stay out of trouble, now I can relate. Nevertheless, again, I'm doing great. I just finished this thing, ain't no debate. You ain't my dog, you ain't my family, and sure as hell, you're not my mate. Yeah, I take my place at the summit. I can't wait till we counting them hundreds. I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but when I say my time coming, it's coming. And some of y'all got ahead of me, to be honest, I wasn't even running. But very soon I'ma run it. I demand it, man, I want it. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big.
Welcome back to the stream, everybody. We are officially underway here for the second half of map 1. ChocoCheck already taking firm control of mid, rushing into Donut. Carson hanging back to check out A main here. Tropical and the boys, meanwhile, already pushing through CT spawn, getting the flank angle onto the A side. CJ clearing out Mills in sight. Carson helping him out and downing Ajax there on the rotation as well. Jazz Pimp looking for another here in Donut. Pendulum tagged down all the way to 4 HP, but Scadio coming up big from CT spawn into back cave there at the A side, able to get 2. Brings us to a 2-on-2 scenario. Jazz Pimp rotating back towards lanes there as he meets up with his teammate at the B side. Bomb will officially be planted at B, and Chu left in a 1v2 situation. Jazz Pimp, 17 HP. Chu drops the smoke. He's committing to the defuse, and he gets it. Tropical not getting the kill until after the defuse is successfully executed. What another wild round here in this series so far. And Verum has their lead increased to 2 rounds. Although ChocoCheck is going to be on the full force buy here. Pendulum with the A1S does find Exotic creeping out near middle. ChocoCheck continuing to allow some time off the clock, now making the full A commit. CJ leading the way. Mills peeks from Donut into sight. Tropical down. Pendulum on the rotation does find CJ and CT spawn. Able to get Carson as well there at the entry to the A site. Pendulum with more than enough time to defuse, and this will indeed be a 10th round going the way of Verum. See how ChocoCheck responds. They didn't have enough for a full buy. They're going to opt for 3 Desert Eagles, Tech 9 in the hands of Carson. CJ with the P250. Verum getting a bit aggressive at mid early, tossing that Molotov over near B ramp. Or excuse me, more towards the top of B lane there. Tropical now leading the way onto the B site. Chu from backside able to get one, but Tropical trading out +1, both headshots with the deagle. That's going to free up CJ to get the plant down, and Verum can be trying to retake the B site at a 1-man disadvantage. Tropical and Jazz Pimp both on Galils. Mills does get the pick into Cave. Jazz Pimp down, brings it to a balanced 3-on-3 now. But Verum not with a whole lot of time to work with here. They gotta get these last kills as they just force their way into the site. Ajax able to get 2 with the A1S. Pendulum sticking the defuse. Carson still alive there in Cave, but not able to make a play in time. And another defuse will be successfully executed with the ChocoCheck player still alive. Mills pushing middle with that AWP. He has backup. Chu making the peek from back lane onto B ramp. Carson down, and that was not how ChocoCheck was looking to start this round out. Mills still with the AWP in hand here defensively. Ajax intentionally watching the A site, finds CJ walking out of A main. Exotic following him a couple seconds later here does get revenge onto Ajax, taking a bit of damage from Donut, however. Pendulum seen by default boxes. Exotic not able to register that kill onto Pendulum and gonna get tagged down to 22 HP in the process. ChocoCheck still trying to make something happen here at the A side, but Exotic gonna get picked off near Big Box. Tropical still trying to make something happen with that AK-47, finds Pendulum, but immediately traded out by Chu, and Verum has increased their lead to 5 rounds, which I believe is their largest lead of the series thus far. Verum getting aggressive again here. Multiple CTs pushing down mid. Surprisingly, no major contact going out yet, but that's about to change. Exotic finds Pendulum pushing way past A main there. It's gonna make him pay for that potential overconfidence. Chu does find Tropical pushing back lane there at B. Ajax making his way through. Donut with the A1S. Exotic down, traded out by Carson. It's a one-man advantage still for Verum. Carson did take quite a bit of damage in that last interaction, tagged on 31 HP. 51 seconds on the clock. Can CJ and Carson clutch a much needed round for Choco? 2v3 making their way onto the A site, and Chu with a perfectly placed AK shot through that smoke. Some nice suppressive fire from him will register that kill by default. Final kill being made right there in the site near default boxes as well, and Verum securing a 13th round. And ChocoCheck needs to make something happen here. They are able to squeeze out another AK by 4 AKs already being bought. Carson on the AWP, Mill still on the op here defensively. ChocoCheck taking control of A main early here. They're gonna have to be careful of that op in the hands of Mills near Donut. ChocoCheck choosing to rotate all the way back through T spawn, up ruins, and towards B doors here. Chu and Scadio playing B from cave side here. Scadio actually holding that interior corner by cave entrance. Barely any damage going out so far this round. 42 seconds on the clock. ChocoCheck throwing some utility here into the B side. It is a full B commit. No kills going out yet. Jazz Pimp makes his way into Cheetah, right into Chu's crosshairs though. AK-47 headshot registered, but the plant still being made without any further kills going out in the side. Chu does find a second as he peeks sight from cave. CJ down, 2-man advantage for Verum as they look to retake the B side. Tropical down right there behind default boxes. He did take one with him. Exotic and Carson looking to clutch 2v4, but Exotic already falling there near cave. Scadio taking out Carson at B ramp as well. Carson smoked out several seconds before that and really didn't have the proper angles to work with there. And Verum within 2 rounds of potentially clinching this map unless ChocoCheck can change something up here. ChocoCheck will afford another rifle by 5 AKs here on the terrorist side. Exotic leading the B rush once more, but Chu from close lane able to get 2, including a very nice initial headshot there onto Exotic. Jazz Pimp trying to clear out default here. Does find Scottio behind default box. CJ will be able to get the plant down without any further contact there from lanes. All four CTs over here at lanes. There's a head sack going on at far lane, but Jazz Pimp doesn't care. Gets Chew through that smoke there at far lane. Some nice suppressive fire from his AK-47. That leaves us in a 3-on-3 situation. Verum trying to retake the site. Nearly no time remaining, but Mills with a no-scope. Pendulum takes out CJ and Cave. Will that be enough? Jazz Pimp kills the diffuser, and there's going to be no time left for Pendulum to defuse after he got that final trade. He'll survive just narrowly with 11 HP, but he'll be able to save his AK-47 and will live to die another day here on Ancient. ChocoCheck will grab an 8th round for themselves, but they're going to need quite a streak here to get back into this one. Pendulum and Mills pushing it down mid. Mills already peeking down B lane. Hits the initial op shot onto Carson, and Carson is not going to be too happy about that one. ChocoCheck not in a position to make a trade there either. Not that they should have necessarily been expecting to. That was an extremely aggressive play from Mills, but he is rewarded by the CS gods for that aggression there. Exotic did a little bit of damage as well, but I believe that was from an HE nade over towards B ramp. Mills again coming up big with the AWP as he had already rotated back towards B lanes. Chew able to help out his buddies here at the B site. Good for another A1S kill. That's going to leave only CJ and Tropical here. A lot of pressure on their shoulders to pull out another round from Choco and prevent Verum from being in a map point situation. Mills and Scottio will retake the site without much contest there from Choco, and Verum will indeed now be sitting at map point, leading 15-8. Mills on the AWP once more. ChocoCheck was able to afford 5 AKs, and they're going to try their luck at the B side again. CJ leading the way into sight. Cave is smoked off. Scottio not able to get that angle he wants towards default box. Chew about to make contact here near far lane. He's going to come out on top of that initial interaction with Carson. Lands the A1S headshot. Exotic able to immediately trade out though. Another pair of trades going out leaves us in a 3-on-3. Scottio able to get one from Cave here, leaves us in a 2-on-2. Scottio advancing onto the side. Mills gonna get taken out after he tries to advance onto the side from lanes. Nice shot there from Jazz Pimp to finish off the round, and ChocoCheck not out of this one quite yet. Exotic looking for the initial pick onto the B side again. ChocoCheck not committing to the full rush though. Exotic with a nice shot, far lane. Mills down, headshot landed. Scottio trying to get some mag 7 damage going there at B lane. Instead, he'll find the mag 7 headshot in Cave. Is traded out by Carson, leaves Verum in a 2v3 here. They might just opt to save these silenced M4s, but wait, that's not going to be the case yet. Pendulum peeking into Cave from Cheetah window. Hits the A1S headshot. Brings us to a 2-on-2 scenario. Carson and Exotic able to hold their positions there at the end of the round. C4 was guarded well, and ChocoCheck will secure a 10th round for themselves. ChocoCheck looking for the A rush. They've already committed to it. Tropical leading the way onto the A side. Verum in an eco round here. Let's see if they can get some kills after pushing all the way through B towards mid. Carson does find Ajax trying to rotate through A main stairs. Not a whole lot of options here for Verum other than look for some exits. They're sticking together. Carson does get one, traded out by Pendulum. Tropical able to finish off Mills with Galil as well. Tropical using his Galil behind Big Rock there. Pendulum down. It's going to be only Scadio surviving here on the CT side. Only able to save a CZ. Verum, of course, still sitting at map point here, but ChocoCheck really only, or I should say, overtime looking much more doable here now that they only have to win 4 in a row instead of 6 or 7. Timeout will be taken here, I believe, by ChocoCheck. Looks like another pause was taken, but I'm actually not so sure about who's taken both of these. Logs, again, not updating with timeout calls here. Hopefully not any sort of tech issue. I can't imagine it's just ChocoCheck trying to play mind games here. But you never know. Maybe it's Verum trying to use some psychological warfare with back-to-back timeouts. You just never know, right? But regardless, live play resuming. Verum able to squeeze out a full buy with 5 silenced M4s, although Pendulum the only counter-terrorist this round with head armor on. Jazz and CJ forced back towards B doors. Chu hits the spam onto Exotic there near doors. Choco does get a bit of redemption. We find Scadio peeking out of position there towards B ramp. Four-on-4 situation. ChocoCheck with a minute 10 to work with here. Carson gonna pop that molly into Cheetah. Looking to clear Cheetah in cave. ChocoCheck looks like they're still considering a B commit. Less than a minute remaining now. Tropical gonna pick up that C4 outside B doors. Flash popped at the B side, but it's not a full B commit yet. More nades and utility being used at the B side. This time it is a commit. Carson flooding the side, finds Mills backside, but Pendulum and Chu at each of the back lanes able to get one. Bomb not planted. As Tropical, I believe, felt like he needed to get off that to help his teammates, unless he thought he already got it down and got off on accident. Either way, Chu able to get Jazz Pimp behind default boxes. One-on-one situation. Ajax coming up with the A1S kill there, and Cave Tropical down. There's more than enough time for the defuse, as long as Ajax stops firing into this corpse at some point. You don't have a kit, Ajax, so be careful with how much time you're letting off the clock there. But Verum will get the defuse, and we're headed into map 2 in just a few minutes here. Don't go anywhere.
Call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life. I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it. I can't help you now, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up, take a X, and now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no cess. They say, Darnish, why you sad? I said, I just need to think. Red tape, got too close, I hate the city. Black face, show you everything you need to your phone. Can't hit it back. Someone said it's sad. I used to want it bad. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you too many times. Yeah. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you. I know it's in my head. Follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face.
Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Verum was able to clutch out there on Ancient, taking the map 16-11. That was indeed Verum's map pick. Now we're on Mirage. We'll see if ChocoCheck can bounce back on their own pick and potentially push this to a third and deciding map, which would be Inferno if this one goes the distance. Map 2 now officially underway. Ajax, Mills, and Chu already getting a bit aggressive here at middle. Ajax and Mills were already making their way up top mid before making a U-turn and running up Cat there to make sure it wasn't a B push, but it's actually a full A commit from ChocoCheck. All 5 players already making their way onto the side. No kills going out yet from either side. Bomb will be planted. What a play from Choco as they read the defense of Verum perfectly there. Get the bomb down without a kill going out. Scodio waits for contact there as CT spawn stairs, able to get 2 trades out. ChocoCheck able to get 3 trades out. It's all up to Pendulum now. 1v2 situation, hits the headshot right at the top of connector. Carson down. Right click smoke is down. He's committing to the defuse, but Jazz Pimp will clutch out there. Nice little kill through the smoke to bring a pistol round in favor of ChocoCheck. Carson leading the way out mid for ChocoCheck. They're taking firm control of mid and Cat. Carson does find one there in window. Exotic continuing to make his way up Catwalk. Finds another with the MAC-10. Traded out by Scodio, though. Verum on the full save here, essentially. Smart move of them not to force up. I don't think there was an urgency to force, so I'm kind of glad for them that they didn't there. Mills and Ajax still alive here for the counter-terrorist side, but neither of them with anything other than their default USPs here. Let's see if they can get some kind of miraculous exit here and maybe save an AK. Mills does get one there outside murder window, but immediately traded out by CJ. Ajax finding another here just past CT's spawn. CJ down, but Ajax not able to get out of the way of Carson, who is making his way up connector on the hunt there. And ChocoCheck securing a second round for themselves, but Verum with their first true test of the map now, as they will be on a full buy round. 4 silenced M4s and an AWP in the hands of Mills here on the counter-terrorist side. ChocoCheck once again getting aggressive at middle. Gonna take care of Mills, who got caught peeking there. Chu and Pendulum still able to get 1 each there at the B site, but ChocoCheck had already started swinging over to A. Ajax downed at CT spawn stairs. Bomb planted. Verum going to be trying for a 2v3 retake here. Chu spamming triple. Not finding any enemies yet. I believe he saw the elbow of Exotic. Maybe not, though. I don't think he did. I think I'm overstating that. Exotic probably wasn't visible there. Another stop goes out there from the offense, and it's going to leave Scodio as the only Verum player alive. He's going to be looking to save his A1S. He needs to be careful here. A couple enemies right next to him there in window, but he will indeed successfully save the A1S. His teammates not going to be in such a lucky situation here. Rough economy on the CT side. 3 of his teammates settling for Desert Eagle. Scout in the hands of Pendulum. Let's see what Verum can do with these weapons. Tropical. Again, pushing out mid with Exotic and the boys. They're going to combine for 2 quickly. Nice little reaction shot initially there from Tropical as he finds a member of Verum jumping off fence. Mills and Ajax do get 2 with the Desert Eagles there at the A site, but both of them immediately getting traded out. That's going to leave only Chu remaining here for Verum. Pushes through Murder Window on the rotation back from B. Pushing through Jungle now. Bomb planted the A site, and Chu missing his best opportunity to make something happen there, as he only does some minimal damage onto Tropical there with the Deagle. And that'll be a 4th round going the way of ChocoCheck. Verum still looking to secure their first round here on Mirage. They will be able to squeeze out another full buy. That's going to be 4 silenced M4s, another AWP in the hands of Mills this round. ChocoCheck leaning towards the A side. It looks like this is a full A commit. Tropical down at Sandwich. Ajax gonna fall back towards CT spawn stairs. Jazz Pimp taking care of Pendulum there at the top of connector stairs. 1-man advantage for Verum still as they look to retake this side, but this is by no means a guarantee for either team. 2 sets of 2 trades going out there. Jazz Pimp left as the only T. It was a 1v1 there versus Chu, but Jazz Pimp not able to hold out there and held Chu with more than enough time to defuse after getting that final kill. And Verum officially on the board now here in Mirage. ChocoCheck running their default once more with this fast mid control, but it's going to be Pendulum peeking out connector this time. May have caught Choco a bit off guard. CJ down. Tropical does find Mills in window. Another pair of trades go out, and Chu peeking from Cat gets 2 with the A1S. It's only Carson remaining. He's in mid. Chu has the information. Here's the footsteps. Chu makes the peek down Cat. Does tag Carson down to 42 HP. Chu gonna go ahead and reload his A1S, and it's all up to Carson here for the terrorist side, but really not enough health or space to work with there. Carson falls to Chu once more, and Verum has sliced that lead of ChocoCheck's down to 2 rounds. Verum gonna be running a double op setup here in round 7. It's going to be Mills and Pendulum on the Arctic Warfare Magnums. ChocoCheck, meanwhile, going to be on a semi-buy with 4 Desert Eagles here. Carson full saving Glock in hand. Chu pushing all the way down. Cat finds Jazz Pimp there. And Jazz Pimp certainly caught at least a bit off guard on that one. 1-man advantage for Verum. Choco with 1:10 to work with, but Exotic with a huge 1 dig there. Back near ticket booth. CT spawn boxes. Brings us to a 4-on-4 scenario, minute on the clock. Ajax near default boxes. He's going to have to deal with Exotic. He does. Nice little A1S kill from Ajax, looking for more, finds a second. Mills backing him up from backside there, lands the op headshot onto CJ, and that's going to leave only Tropical remaining here for the terrorist side. He's going to be finished off in connector there as he was getting choked out from both angles. It's going to be Scottio with the final kill of the round, and Verum now trailing by just a single round here on map 2. Mills rotating back towards CT spawn stairs with the AWP, and the second opper for Verum is going to be the one to come up big there at B Halls. Chu landing the headshot. Mills keeping an eye on connector, doesn't connect on that initial double scope attempt. Still a one-man advantage here for Verum, and Mills does connect this time, finds Carson pushing into mid window. Scottio moving up catwalk simultaneously, does land the FAMAS headshot there onto Tropical. Mills back to watching connector, hits the headshot partially through the smoke grenade there. Exotic down, and it's only Jazz Pimp as the final terrorist remaining here in round 8. And it looks like Verum should be able to tie things up. Mills making the peek from CT spawn stairs. Jazz Pimp will get the reaction kill there. Nice AK play from Jazz. He's not left with a lot of options here. Just going to be trying to save this AK-47 for CT's still alive. Here's those footsteps in market. Chu peeking out. Jazz Pimp connecting for a second kill. Tagged down to 12 HP for Murder Window, but hits the spam shot next to Murder Window. Ajax down. Jazz Pimp trying to slide away into market after that. If he had backed up just a couple seconds before, he would have been able to get market and save that AK, but he's not going to be able to do so. Caught at the end of the round from CT spawn there, and Verum has indeed tied things up at 4 apiece here on Mirage. Looks like this is going to be a full B rush from Choco unless they hit a Molotov. Jazz Pimp leading the way into the B side. Chu able to get that initial kill with an HE. Shows off that A1S accuracy after that. Good for another 2, but Scottio able to finish things out after CJ did take out his teammate there in the B site. And Verum with their first lead of the map, grabbing a 5th round for themselves. And Choco did have some cash to fall back on, so this is going to be a full buy for the T side. Exotic on the AWP once more. Jazz did have to settle for a Galil. Verum getting very aggressive at mid. That's going to be 3 moving up towards top mid here on the CT side. Meanwhile, Choco still looking to make something happen in B halls towards B sites. Carson. Big pick there from underpass towards connector. Tropical from top mid does get the trade onto Chu, but Ajax able to trade back, leaves us in a 3-on-3 scenario, minute 10 on the clock. ChocoCheck letting a bit more time off the clock. It looks like they do want to commit towards A via connector. Carson already out jungle now. Finds Ajax coming out of Murder Window. Pendulum. Still at the top of CT spawn stairs. Choco going to have to be careful about this plant. Pendulum pushing forward into site. Does take out the planter. Carson good for the trade. And Mills going to be found walking right out of connector into exotic scope. And things are all tied up once again, this time at 5 apiece. Some nades tossed at mid and B halls earlier. Pendulum gonna go ahead and flash mid from the A side. No major contact being made by either team yet. Tropical making some space at catwalk here. Carson may have narrowly just avoided his fate at the A side as Pendulum took an off shot at T ramp. ChocoCheck continuing to run the clock down, but there's only 25 seconds left. Exotic does find Pendulum there at the front of the A side. One-man advantage for Choco as they continue to try to make their way onto A. Scadio even things out as he takes down Tropical at Cat. Brings the one-man advantage now to the CT side as Scadio clears out CJ there. And Connector and Scadio good for another A1S headshot onto Exotic. Jazz Pimp does trade back a couple seconds later, but there's no time to plant. And Mills is going to hit a no-scope as well with time expiring there. And Verum back in the lead by 1. CJ getting things rolling for the T side there. Nice little 1D near Cat. Chu still pushing towards top mid here at the end of Catwalk. Hits the initial A1S headshot. Make that 2. Bomb down. Jazz Pimp peeking out of underpass does find Mills near window. Ajax peeking back towards connector. Hits his own A1S headshot there. Jazz Pimp down. One-man advantage for Verum. Carson continuing to make his way towards the A side here. Exotic watching that flank intently. He didn't want to get killed from Cat there. Bomb still not planted, and Verum going to have to be very careful of CT spawn stairs here. Carson going for the plant. Exotic guarding him. Smoke down between triple and barrels there. Ajax creeping onto the site. Sees Carson. Connects on the A1S headshot. Traded out by Exotic there from default boxes. All up to Exotic. 1v2. AWP in hand. Misses the shot onto Chu, but Mo won't miss again. Has a chance to maybe get Scadio there at the end, but Scadio not gonna miss with the A1S, and Verum back in the lead by 2 rounds. Mills keeping an eye on mid there, but he was smoked off before getting those key visuals at top mid. Chu thinking about peeking mid from Cap, but not quite doing so yet. Jazz Pimp, nice suppressive fire through the smoke grenade into connector. Pendulum down. Meanwhile, CJ still pushing up Catwalk, hits the AK headshot onto Chu. And this round looking very doable for ChocoCheck as they've already pushed through connector. Jazz Pimp finds another AK headshot for ChocoCheck into Palace there. It's only Mills and Scadio remaining for the CT side. All 5 Ts still alive here. And both Verum players have fell back to the B side trying to save this op in A1S. Mills keeping an eye on market. Window! Narrowly misses that initial reaction shot in window. But Mills trying to save his op versus 3 Choco players on the hunt. Makes the peek towards underpass stairs, but didn't realize Carson had already fully made his way up the stairs by then. And ChocoCheck able to fight back, now trailing by just 1 again. Ajax getting very aggressive here, dropping out a window, pushing underpass, gets the initial P250 headshot onto Jazz, switches to the AK-47, lands another headshot there, this time onto Exotic. His teammate did fall next to him there near underpass, but it's still a one-man advantage for Verum. Carson trying to clear out some space here at the A site. Mills will fall back site. CJ continuing to clear A. Verum left in a 2v4 here. Ajax with a nice little headshot there. Spamming default boxes. Brings it to a 2-on-2. Bomb has been planted. Ajax, another nice AK headshot. As Tropical peeks out from behind default. It's all up to CJ here. 1v2. He's at the top of CT spawn stairs. Tries to kind of pre-fire things, but Chu peeks out and just kind of looks at him like, what are you doing, bro? Hits the deagle headshot. Chu will secure the defuse. And Verum now back up by 2. CJ leading the A commit now. Exotic keeping an eye towards top connector. Does find Pendulum there on the other side of Sandwich with the AWP. ChocoCheck continuing to advance onto the A site. Nice shot towards default by CJ. Headshot connects onto Ajax. 2-man advantage for Choco. Bomb still not planted though. Scottio making his way up CT spawn stairs. And Choco caught with their pants down a bit there as they were not watching that CT spawn angle. Carson does find Scottio there at stairs as well, but Chu able to get 2 from the site with the A1S before getting traded out by Tropical. It's going to leave only Mills remaining here for the CT side as he tries to retake 1v2 with the AWP, but CJ going to be waiting for him there right outside of connector, and we'll be headed to the second half here with Verum leading by a single round. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back just a few minutes here.
It's going down, better live it up. Ay, what? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard, yeah. Ayy. I'm killing your favorite rapper, it's minimum effort. What? Yeah, your corpse getting severed. The industry dry as the desert. Do whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better. Straight double use, that's my letter. Don't got no snakes, only ladders, ayy. They tryna figure out what's on our plate. Infinity sideways, we already ate. Skipping this basic, skipping this classes. Stay out of trouble, now I can relate. Nevertheless, again, I'm doing great. I just finished this thing, ain't no debate. You ain't my dog, you ain't my family, and sure as hell, you're not my mate. Yeah, I take my place at the summit. I can't wait till we counting them hundreds. I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but when I say my time coming, it's coming. And some of y'all got ahead of me, to be honest, I wasn't even running. But very soon, I'ma run it. I demand it, man, I want it. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big.
Welcome Welcome back to the stream, everybody. We are officially underway here for the second half of map 2. Couldn't be closer. Verum leading by 1. Ajax leading the full B rush here for Verum. Exotic spots it, hits a bit of damage there as they fall out of halls. Ajax still running straight through the side, hits that initial Glock headshot. Exotic down, Pendulum and Mills each with the Glock headshot as well. There was a defensive trade that went out there, but it's going to still be only Carson and Jazzpimp remaining here to retake the side. Jazzpimp pushing into side, finds 2 at the USP, both headshots, looking for a third here at Van, but Mills taking out his teammate. Jazz left in a 1v2. Mills peeking from default will hit that final Glock headshot of the round, and Verum increasing their lead to 2 rounds once again as they secure second half pistol round for themselves. Exotic peeking mid early. He's the only player saving here on the Choco side. His 4 teammates forcing up with deagles and head armor. Let's see how this works out for the defense. I've seen a lot of force buys go wrong lately in Premier, so I'm a bit more skeptical than usual this week. Pendulum does find 1 there for the T side in window. Does a lot of damage as well. Jazzpimp sliding out of that interaction with only 12 HP. Exotic got hit by an HP earlier too. He's sitting at 44. Scottio pushing down CT spawn stairs. Finds the Galil kill onto Tropical. Does a lot of damage onto Exotic as well as he peeks towards market entryway. Exotic with only 4 HP now. Bomb planted at the A side. Choco just trying to save what they can, and that force buy did not go as intended here for ChocoCheck. Carson looking for a late post plant kill here across T's spawn, but it looks like he's gonna go ahead and fall back. Didn't want to take that long range duel any further there. Bomb will officially detonate, and Verum now leading by 3. And Choco not in a situation to buy rifles, obviously, after that force. They're going to be on a semi-buy with 3 Desert Eagles, P250 in the hands of CJ. Tropic going to be on a P250 as well. Surely a lot of contact about to be made in mid here. Choco sending 4 out connector. Chu gets the first. Scottio good for 2 more. Pendulum pops Tropical after Scottio falls at lower mid there. Mills with the flank angle into connector lands the AK-47 headshot onto Jazzpimp, and Verum has increased their lead to 4 rounds here on map 2, and Choco absolutely needs this round to slow down this offensive momentum from Verum. Choco going to be able to afford 3 M4s and AUG in the hands of Jazzpimp. Exotic going to be opping once more. Ajax leading Verum towards the B side. Ajax already jumping out into B, making his way towards default. He's going to be taken out by an A1S. Carson good for 2 more. CJ on the rotation from Cat finds another A1S headshot there at B, and it's going to be only Mills remaining here for the terrorist side. Off in hand, still has 93 HP. Can he get at least 1? Not going to be able to do so as CJ pops him from Van with the A1S, and ChocoCheck slices that lead of Verum's down to 3 rounds. Scottio tossing a molly early here towards connector. Jazz Pimp watching that underpass push, but don't believe any T's have rotated towards underpass yet. Ajax now making his way through underpass. Jazz Pimp still holding that angle. Scottio peeking connector again. Jazz Pimp going to be seen in mid, but survives long enough to get the kill onto Mills. Scottio able to trade him out +1. One-man advantage here for Verum. Verum rotating back towards the B side. Pendulum leading the way out halls. Less than 30 seconds remaining. Tropical and Carson each good for one stop there at the B side. Pendulum able to trade back onto Carson. That's going to free up Ajax for the plant here near default. 2-on-2 situation. Can Choco retake from market side? Tropical jumping through window, turns his attention towards Cat, able to take out Ajax. It's all up to Pendulum now at bench, makes the peek towards market, exit, hits the AK-47 headshot onto Exotic. Nice little 1v1 there for Verum, and they will secure a 12th round for themselves. And the pressure is building once again for the ChocoCheck side. Can they come back here and push this to a third map? Or does Verum have what it takes to close this out in 2 maps? Verum certainly looking sharp tonight, so I don't doubt it. Scottio and Pendulum able to get 2 at mid. CJ did push through the smoke there at connector and find 1. But he's traded out, and Verum once again at an early one-man advantage here. Jax with a perfect HE onto the B site right next to Van. Carson down. Chu, meanwhile, trying to open up things at the A site. Does down Tropical near default, but he's traded out by Exotic there from CT spawn stairs with that AWP. 53 seconds on the clock. Verum still have not planted. Exotic finds Pendulum lurking through the A side, although Mills is going to be planning over at B during that interaction. And Exotic likely just going to be saving this AWP, so this is going to be a 13th round going the way of Verum. Officially detonating, and Verum now leading by 5 here in map 2. And ChocoCheck is running out of time, options, and cash. So Exotic was able to save that op, but the rest of his teammates gonna have to settle for deagles this round. Mills watching B halls early with that AWP again. Choco kind of heavy on the B defense this round. Kind of have 3 anchored towards that side, 1 floating. Looks like the floater's heading back towards CT spawn stairs now towards A. Minute 10 for Verum to work with. Verum's in a pretty pressure-free situation here, so they don't need to rush this at all. Ajax looking to clear out connector. He's going to have to be careful of Exotic over on ticket booth with that AWP, keeping an eye on connector. Jazzpip with an opportunity to take out Pendulum here. Bottom of connector. Lands one Deagle shot, but not able to finish him off. Steps into the Molotov, and at the same time, Pendulum going to land enough AK damage on him for the kill. Scadio leading Verum out connector towards the A site. Takes out Tropical near default boxes. Bomb has been planted, and Verum in a two-man advantage here as they're guarding the C4. Carson flanking around from T-Ramp. Might be able to get a cheeky kill or two, but Ajax hears that Deagle popping off. Whips around in time to hit the A1S headshot there. CJ and Exotic trying to get something going from CT spawn stairs at the end of the round. They're not able to do so. And Verum now leading by 6, and things looking a bit more dire here for ChocoCheck. They are squeezing out a full buy. They're going to need multiple rounds in a row to get back in this one. Exotic on the AWP once more. 3 silenced M4s, 1 A4 here. Rounding out the CT lineup. Exotic and Tropical able to stop that initial rush from Verum here at the A side, combining for 3 kills. Mills did trade back to the back of site. Tropical down. Scadio finding Jazzpimp through that smoke in sight as well. And CJ and Exotic holding their ground there at the A site to finish off the remaining Verum players. Fairly impressive hold from Choco there later in the round. They'll secure a 9th for themselves. Verum did have some cash left over, so they will be on a full buy regardless here with 5 AK-47s. Exotic on the early peak here. Top mid op out, not finding anyone yet. Contact being made at connector. Exotic able to get 2. Minute 5 for Verum to work with here. Massive play from Exotic. Chu does find an AK headshot right outside Sandwich there. Jazzpimp down. Can Verum maybe get another A pick here or take out Exotic in jungle? That would be crucial. Exotic once again peeking into connector. Mills down, Ajax on the immediate trade, but that may have been just enough to sway this round in Choco's favor. Tropical peeking out from back of a site near triple does get 1. Chu at the end of connector finding 2 big AK headshots. Left in a 1v1 here. CJ is in jungle. Chu makes the flash, but CJ dodging it and getting the kill, and ChocoCheck slicing that lead of Verum's down to just 4 rounds now. Verum spreading out a bit here, but now regrouping at the beginning of B halls. Verum obviously wasn't able to buy rifles this round. They're going to be using all upgraded pistols as they head into the B side, led by Ajax. CJ getting the first stop, make that 2 for CJ. Chu able to take out his teammate Carson there near default, but Jazzpimp and CJ combining for 2 more. It's only Mills remaining there in halls with not much HP. Jazzpimp going to switch to his sidearm and finish him off, and ChocoCheck only trailing by 3 now. The third map looking much more doable than it was just a few rounds ago. Looks like Verum will be calling for timeout. Certainly discussing what to do money-wise this round, as well as maybe throwing in a bit of innovation. I would like to see Verum with another window boost this round. Get a couple guys underpass early. Set someone up top mid just to make sure no CTs push out window. Live play will be resuming. We'll see if Verum can use just enough innovation this round to potentially put themselves in a match point situation. Smokes being popped at the A site. This is not a full A commit yet from Verum, however. They're still kind of hanging back in Palace here. And Verum doing what I just talked about. Looks like they are going to go for the window boost. Pendulum going to be seen before he can make the proper peek, though. Jazzpimp able to take him out with the A1S. Good intuition from Jazzpimp there, still holding that window angle. Looks like does get one from backside here at A, but Chu able to get redemption on 2 of his teammates, brings it to a 3-on-3. Bomb still planted, even though Tropical was already running towards triple box. He will eventually take out Mills after the plant. Carson and Tropical combining for the final 2 kills of the round there, and there will be more than enough time for Exotic to get the defuse, and ChocoCheck is rallying, slicing that lead of Verum to just 2 rounds now. Let's see how Verum responds. They don't have enough money for a proper rifle buy, but they might get a couple anyways. It looks like Pendulum and Chu will be buying an AK each. Ajax on the Deagle. Scottio having to settle for the Tech 9. Mills going to be on a Tech 9 as well now, coming in with the late buy there. Pendulum taking control of Cat earlier, at least trying to down CJ and window, but Jazz pushing out Cat does land the A1S headshot. Good for the trade. Tropical here in jungle finds 2 before finally getting traded out by Chu. Jazzpimp hits the final A1S headshot of the round, and ChocoCheck within a single round of potentially tying things up here on map 2. And now it seems like the pressure is certainly more on Verum's shoulders, as ChocoCheck just been running away with the momentum here the past 4 or 5 rounds. Utility being used by both teams at mid, but CJ draws first blood, kicks out bottom of connector, hits the A1S headshot. Pendulum down. CJ did take quite a bit of damage, though, tagged all the way down to 4 HP from that interaction. Verum still with a minute 20 to work with, though. Chu peeking out Palace, finds Jazzpimp backside. Jazzpimp down. Exotic makes the peek down connector, does find Ajax there in mid. Mills. Pushing towards side, finds Exotic there, top of CT spawn stairs with the AWP. Tropical, pushing out Palace. He was hiding up there the whole time, finds 2 with the A4, a couple nice headshots there from Tropical, and that should be enough to swing around in Choco's favor. But Scottio not giving up yet, brings that 1v3 to a 1v2 as he pushes in. Backside fakes the plant, but he doesn't get his body far enough behind Triple Box. He could have survived that for at least a few seconds longer, but gets caught with his butt hanging out there behind Triple, and he's gonna pay for that. Things all tied up now at 14 apiece. Verum going into an eco. Bit of a semi-buy here. 3 Tech 9s, Mac 10, and a Deagle in the hands of Chu here on the Terrorist side. Pimp. Here's the A-Rush coming in, makes the peek from near Ticket, able to find the first headshot onto Mills. Exotic finds Shu through the smoke as well. Exotic finding another through the smoke. Spam kill into the side. Ajax down. Verum left with only 2 players, and Scottio at only 17 HP. CJ gonna finish off Scottio after he makes the peek onto CT spawn stairs. CJ hits the final kill as well, a ranged A1S headshot towards T ramp, and ChocoCheck now the one sitting at map point. What a comeback from them here on map 2. Can Verum potentially push this to overtime, or is this going to a 3rd map? The end of regulation is upon us. Pushing it through Palace, had Jazz with him. Tropical will fall to Chu. Jazz right there for the immediate trade. Leaves us in a 4-on-4 scenario here. Verum still with a lot of time to work with. Minute 22 on the clock. Verum still a bit spread out, but they've taken control of window. Nice movement there from Ajax. Looks like Verum does want to take the bomb B halls all the way to site here. Scottio. Looks like he does want to officially lead the way on to B. This is a full B commit. Ajax finds one at mid on the rotation. Verum already in the B side. Ajax finds another at mid before getting traded out by Exotic. It's only Carson and Exotic remaining here to try to prevent overtime. Carson from Halls. He's surely about to take out Mills at Van. He has the information. Can he convert? Carson drops down out of Halls, tries to finish off Mills, but can't make it happen. I think Carson was concerned about getting picked from bench, which he should have been. There was a player at bench there. But regardless, Verum able to pull out the final round in regulation there, and we'll be headed to overtime in just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. Overtime is upon us. Officially live. Both teams peeking mid early, but actually not making contact with each other yet. Exotic waiting for the visuals. Does hit the reaction shot onto Scottio there, top mid boxes. Choco not able to get the trade there at mid. Ajax with a nice peek from underpass into connector. CJ down. That brings us to a 4-on-4 scenario. Can Verum get another pick at connector? Not able to do so. It's actually going to be Exotic with his AWP top connector. Good for one. Pendulum does trade him out a couple seconds later, but he's in turn traded by Tropical there back of A side. Brings us to a 2-on-2. Mills watching the flank angle and connector. Great intuition with the AWP. Hits the shot onto Jazz Pimp. That's going to free up Chu for the C4 plan. It's only Carson remaining here for ChocoCheck. Let's see if he can pull out this 1v2 with the A1S. Mills still with that AWP in hand. Chu holding hell with the AK. Actually, Chu right there outside T ramp, and Carson gonna spot him. Connects on the kill. Carson already committing to the defuse, and Mills not able to get the spam kill through the smoke. Carson putting salt on the wound with the final A1S headshot there after the defuse, and ChocoCheck secures the first round of overtime. Verum already advancing onto the A side. Smokes are down. Ajax pushing into default. Already finding one. Make that two. Exotic down at triple. Scottio backing him up simultaneously. As Jazz Pimp will fall near connectors. CJ left as the final player here at CT spawn stairs. Able to get two with the A1S. Can he get more? No, he's eventually traded out by Chu, and we're all tied up once again, this time at 16 apiece. Peeking from catwalk into connector, does connect on that initial AK headshot. Scottio and the boys over at A using that distraction as their catalyst onto the A side. Scottio does hit nice little AK headshot there towards jungle. That's going to free up his team to get the bomb planted. And a nice A execute there from Verum. This would be a incredible retake if ChocoCheck is able to pull this off. 3v5 from CT spawn stairs. All three ChocoCheck players moving into sight. Tropical does get two and evens it out to a 3-on-3, but Scottio trades back +1, and it's only Carson remaining there at triple box. Carson does take out Pendulum there outside connector, but Scottio able to immediately trade back, and Verum now leading by 1 here in OT. Will be live again in just a couple minutes for the second half of overtime. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We are officially live for the second half of OT. Verum up by 1, now switching to the defensive side. Exotic leading the way towards the B side. Nice headshot there with the AWP towards Van. Scottio down. Exotic looking for more. Nice reaction shot on the end of Catwalk. Chu is down, and ChocoCheck might have freed up the B side here for a plant. But the bomb is all the way back near T-spawn. Still a 2-man advantage for Choco. Tropical has now fully cleared the B side. Mills falls, and it's all up to Pendulum here. A1S in hand, 1v3 situation. Jazz Pimp right at the other side of this smoke. As Pendulum makes his way onto the B side, Jazz Pimp gonna find him walking right out of that smoke into his crosshair, and we're all tied up once again. This time it's 17 apiece. Looks like a timeout has been taken by ChocoCheck. They're certainly going to be putting full effort into these remaining rounds. Not that they haven't, but man, if you're ChocoCheck, you're really fighting for that third map right now. You can tell they want it. Is Verum gonna make any mistakes that'll put ChocoCheck on the fast track to a third map? Still unknown. We'll see if Verum can hold things down defensively here with this double op setup once again. Verum was quite successful with this AWP, this double AWP setup during regulation on the CT side. Let's see if they can replicate that. Exotic already making his way onto the A side, finds Pendulum, just kind of bunny hopping there out of connector, and Exotic turns his attention towards Catwalk, and find Chu over there as well. Exotic with the close range kill onto Scottio as well there near jungle, and it's only Mills remaining here behind triple box. Nowhere he can hide, nowhere to go. Too many angles and enemies to deal with. CJ gonna finish him off with an AK-47 headshot, and ChocoCheck officially back in the lead by a single round. Mills makes the peek at mid, connects on the off kill. Exotic trying to make something happen at the A site. Meanwhile, a couple trades going out there in front of window into mid. Leaves us in a 3-on-3 situation. Carson still advancing towards the B site via halls. Can ChocoCheck clutch this up and take it to a third map, or is Verum about to push a double OT? Scottio able to get one. Carson down at the end of B halls. Exotic able to trade him out with the Desert Eagle, but Exotic and Tropical very low on health here. Tropical taking control of market, narrowly avoiding that op shot from Chu. Can Pendulum and Chu retake here? 2-on-2. Pendulum, nice little shot partially through the smoke onto Exotic, hits the headshot. It's only Tropical remaining here at bench. He'll be finished off as well. Tropical just with not enough health to make that one happen, and we will officially be headed to double overtime. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
This is the moment to go. This is the moment to shine. This is the moment to show. Show me the rocks you can climb. This is the moment to feel the path like you legally blind. I can promise this is ours cause we built for this, kill for this. Pushing buttons so it's quick, push it off a new assist. Oh, y'all think we new to this? Pound for pound, break it down. Watch what we gon' do with this. Teamwork got us fluid with. Make y'all look like sewages. Gave it everything when we had.
We are officially live for double OT now. Scoreline sitting at 18 apiece. Choco still fighting to take this to a third map. Can they make it happen? Exotic getting things rolling with the AWP here at the A site. Ajax does trade back. Ajax good for 2 before getting traded out by Tropical there below balcony. Scadio making the peek from CT spawn stairs, and that's tragic for ChocoCheck. Scadio finds 2 with the A1S. Does a significant amount of damage onto CJ as well. CJ does return the damage for a kill with the AG there towards CT spawn stairs, but CJ with only 21 HP. Unlikely he's going to be able to hold on and not able to check his flank angle in time. Mills finishing him off with the AWP there, and Verum back in the lead, up 19-18 here in double OT. Pushing catwalk, makes the initial peek, good for 2. Pendulum peeks window as well and finds another. Chu finding a third with the A1S. Can he make it 4? Carson top mid still with full HP though. Chu switching out to the AK-47, hits the headshot top mid onto Carson, and Verum getting closer to clinching this series in 2 maps. ChocoCheck led by Exotic with 38 kills here. Can they hang on and still take this to a third map? Pressure is building here for Choco. Tropical leading the A rush for ChocoCheck. Able to defuse that initial Molotov with a smoke. Pair of trades going out in the side. Pendulum and Ajax did get some nice stops, but both of them immediately traded out. Mills still up here at back side CT spawn stairs, pushes just to the side of that smoke to get an angle into sight. Connects on the op kill. Carson does find Scadio at CT spawn stairs with a nice little AK flick. It's gonna leave only Jazz Pimp remaining here for the T side. Jazz Pimp does find one near jungle, brings it to a 1v1, but doesn't realize Mills was right there on the other side of murder window. Mills will connect on the A1S headshot from just a few feet away. And Verum sorry, my OBS started tripping up a bit there. But Verum very close to taking that one home. Is my scoreline slightly off here? ChocoCheck just had 2 DCs. So Verum still needs 1 round. I'm not sure if there's some sort of tech issue here. Checking my logs, give me just a moment. All right, guys, bit of a strange situation here. Apparently, ChocoCheck had to forfeit the final round of the match there. I don't have really more detail on that right now. I'm sure there's a lot the audience could speculate from that. Um, so we're still not sure if some sort of tech issue or IRL issue arose, but they're going to be forfeiting out with Verum needing still needing one round to secure the series. So Verum will indeed get the W here on map 2. They were one round away from the official win, but I guess it might go in the books as a forfeit. The final score actually going to be 22-18 here. Looks like just the final round itself is going to be forfeited. So yeah, bit of a strange situation there. ChocoCheck had tied things up multiple times there in overtime after making a really serious comeback in regulation. I'm sure we all were kind of on our toes there in overtime, seeing if this was going to go to a third map or not, especially as mentioned, because that comeback was so intense from ChocoCheck. I actually thought Verum was probably going to finish off that map in regulation a lot sooner. But as mentioned, Choco will be forfeiting the final round of that match. Verum has secured the series here, and they will be advancing in playoffs. It looks like there are still some other matches going on right now, so I might actually send you guys over to the RBG match in just a moment. Looks like they're in overtime too. So another exciting premier match on our hands here. And it looks like the Triumph and PA match is actually very close right now as well. So regardless of the strange ending there, guys, thanks for joining me again tonight. I appreciate the support as always. If you're not following, go ahead and click that follow button in the corner. You can follow me on Twitter as well at Hamtaro1H. So until next time, guys, have a great night.